Well, hi everybody. It is Friday, November 15th. It is 10 days after the election, and I am at the Cochise County Government Complex in Bisbee, Arizona on Melody Lane. And I'm here to check out the government complex, and I'm going to try to ask some questions of the people about the elections and why it's taking so long to count and all that. So stick with me. Thanks. Let's take a look. This looks like an employee entrance of some sort. Restricted area. There's the American flag, the Arizona flag, and the POW MIA flag. Cochise County official drop box. Kiosk closed. That's the recorder's office over there. Dave Stevens is the current recorder. Treasurer's office. The assessor over here. The back area here, I'm not exactly sure what's back here. Facilities, I know IT is over there. We'll take a look. Looks like an employee and Cochise County parking lot. Little delivery station. Building C, facilities and purchasing. Cochise County Information Technology. I was in the other day asking about their email list for updates on the Board of Supervisors, agendas and that. And there's Cochise County. So looks like a little employee parking lot back here. Looks like a fuel supply station back there. I don't know if it's affiliated with the county or not. Back door to something. Ah, so this is where all the employees must park. Okay. I don't know what you do if you're handicapped here. How do you get up the sidewalk? I'm sure that's something they overlooked. It's a pretty building. Not sure what's in there. Ah, here's the ramp for handicapped access. Let's go up here. We'll walk around the building. Look like public access here. Public area. I'll cut across. Good morning. I think this is the Board of Supervisors offices. Look at this view. That mountain is in Mexico. I'm not sure what it's called, but you can kind of make out the border wall down there. The dark line on the other side is Mexico. So it's just a beautiful view here. Surrounded by mountains. Alright, so we've walked almost all the way around. What's this say? Well, I did use a separate entrance, but I came all the way around. This is the Board of Supervisors offices. Let's see if we're well received. Provide efficient service to the public while giving a full day's work for a full day's pay. Number 3, Code of Ethics. Let's see. This is the Board of Supervisors boardroom, I guess, or meeting room, or whatever. It's very nice in there. Can't really see with the glare. Okay. All right, agenda for the board meeting on November 12th. Public notice. Here's the speaker request forms. They require you to have these filled out and turned in an hour before the Board of Supervisors meeting. So in case you don't know, it took me 45 minutes to drive down here from Sierra Vista. And the meetings are usually at 10, so that means you have to be here by 9, which means you have to leave by 8 so that you have a few minutes to fill it out. That's just crazy. Job opportunities. Anyway, everyone disappeared when they saw the cameras, I guess. But they're usually sitting right in there. That must be the executive conference room where the Board of Supervisors meets when they go into executive session. So, I'm just guessing.
As long as you let me know, I'll hold it.
Finance office. A very nice sign. Development services. I have no idea what development services is. I don't really care. Somebody's office. So there we went, all the way around. Let's see if we can get some information from the elections office. Let's see if we can time this. Hi.
Hi.
Can I come in?
Yeah, what do you got going on?
I need to ask some questions about the ballot counts and the daily counts and the totals and that sort of stuff up until today.
Okay.
Can I get that information from someone in here?
There's nobody here right now. They had to go down to another department, to HR, real quick. I can let them know when they get back.
Okay. Is that Marisol? I think I
Yeah.
saw her walking down there.
Yeah, she had to go down and.
Okay.
take
So
care
you
of
don't
it.
have access to the daily totals?
I don't know what they are, to be honest with you.
Okay. She'd have it.
She'd be the one.
I know she's been
talk to
really
about
busting her
that.
tail on this, so
Yeah.
it's unfortunate that you guys got stuck with duty, right? That because the years ago, I mean, this wasn't your decision, that you guys got stuck with these machines that are whatever they're doing, right? Taking so much time. So
It's not the machines. It's just a massive amount of ballots we received back from the early voting by mail. That's what takes the longest.
isn't it? What's your name?
Gabe?
Gabe.
Yeah.
Okay, Gabe. I'm Don.
Don? Nice to
Yeah.
meet you.
All right. I'm recording this, obviously, so. Okay. So I guess what happens is they don't begin to count the early ballots until after the close of the polls. Is that how that works?
No, well, there's a process once they're received by the recorder's office. The recorder's office has to verify them, make sure every ballot that comes in, that person is eligible.
Match
to
the
vote.
signature and all that business.
Matches
and,
the signatures and make sure they're in the you know, everything's good to go. And once everything's verified by them, then it's sent to us.
I guess they have to actually check the name and make sure that they're actually turning in the ballot for their right precinct area too, right?
Yeah, everything has to be correct, you know.
I never even thought of that until just now,
Yeah.
that somebody could turn in a ballot with their name on it and their address, but there's no identifying feature on the actual paper ballot. So
No,
they
not
might
on the
have the
ballot.
wrong ballot in the envelope. They might have mixed them up with somebody else. And maybe they check those out over there at Recorder.
The recorder's office just verifies the voter. They don't open them to look at the actual ballot.
Oh, right, of course
Yeah,
not.
we open them.
Okay, so they're just checking to make sure that the person is registered and they're
registered to vote.
they're eligible, and then they
in
that's why
this
there's the
election.
2 envelopes, right?
Yes.
So they take the one and they check it out, and then they give you the other one still sealed.
Yeah, the green
Okay.
envelope just has the address to the recorder's office, so when it's dropped into the
I
mailbox,
see.
the post office knows where to send it.
I gotcha.
And the recorder's office opens up the green envelope, which in turn has the yellow envelope inside, which has the voter information on it.
So you
The
guys just
name
get
and
the yellow envelope
that's
with the ballot inside.
correct.
I see.
And then once
Okay.
we get it, we open the yellow envelope and pull the ballot out.
Okay. It's really disheartening that we're 10 days into it. And, I mean, even with all of the fancy machinery, we're at 4,900 ballots a day. And I think it's unconscionable that the taxpayers are paying for it to do it that way.
Well, we're
And-
not the only county that's not finished. There's several counties in Arizona that's not finished.
Right.
And
And
it's all the mail-in ballots. All the votes that were, all the people who came in to vote on election day at the vote centers, all those were tabulated and counted and uploaded on election night.
oh, really?
Yes, those results were done and finished.
Okay.
It's
So
the
these are
mail.
just the mail-in ones left
The
over,
only
right?
thing we're doing is the mail-in ballots.
And you haven't done any mail-ins at all, or you haven't done any of the ones that got physically dropped off at the polling locations since the initial night?
I'm sure we've done many of them,
Okay.
but yes.
But right now you just have the leftover
we're
mail-ins.
just doing all mail-in.
Okay.
Regardless if it's dropped off on election day or received by the recorder's office. I can't tell you which ones we did first, which ones we still need to do, if it was dropped off on election day or if it was dropped off or sent back to the recorder's office in the mail.
I see.
It's just, they're all the same.
Okay.
And there's several thousand
Okay.
that we have to go through.
Yeah. I've been checking tabs on it, and it's like there's about, what, 8,500 left since last night, I think was
so.
at the report.
I think so. I think that's roughly the total, roughly around 8,500 left to tabulate.
So I was watching the stream, and then like all the power went out or something.
Oh yeah,
What
that was
happened?
a couple days ago. I'm not sure. Bisbee lost power, Douglas lost power, Tombstone lost power.
It's like a widespread outage for the area.
Yeah.
So what did you guys do with the machines during that time? Were they able to be gracefully shut down and that, or do they just stop, or are they on
They're on
reserve
They're
power?
all on battery backup.
Okay. Did they ever totally go down?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Because I know that I saw the guys on the stream running around with flashlights, you know, in the thing. And then, so the stream was still up going, and I thought, okay, well, that's on a little bit of a backup power. So, I don't know. And I saw them kind of messing with the voting machines, and then the camera went out.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it was
we-
like, okay, I didn't know whether the cameras were on the same backup as the voting machines or the tabulators or whatever, but that's on a whole separate thing.
Yeah,
and that never lost power?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we lost our internet, we lost our cameras, all that went down, and it was actually out till the next day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the cameras and stuff.
Is that why you guys were busting your ass here all night last night?
Well, we're just trying to get caught up and done.
Yeah.
We've been here
Yeah.
late.
I was checking the results, and I just glanced at the camera. It was like 9:15, and I'm like, those guys are still there.
Last night?
Yeah. Yeah. So were you here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay.
Yeah, we've been here late several nights.
All right. You getting overtime? Are you on salary? Everybody's getting overtime?
Yeah.
Well, there's a few people hourly, right? They're getting overtime.
Yeah, there's some hourly,
Right.
some salary and stuff. So,
All right.
regardless of what your hourly or salary, we need to get it done. So,
Yeah.
everybody's just putting in.
I haven't heard
Time
anyone in
again.
elections department complaining. So that's good. So, you know, after 10 days, you got to be going crazy, right? But, you know, keep your head down.
It's just a slow, time-consuming process, and
Yeah.
we have to do the process to, you know, make sure every vote counts. And
Yeah.
sometimes a lot of it, a lot too, like just a lot of these military people in the military from overseas, they vote by mail.
I heard that the
And,
DOD didn't send them all out or something. Did you hear anything about
I'm
that?
not sure about that.
Mm.
But when those come back to us, it's basically like in a Xerox copy of their ballot. And of course, we can't put that through the machine and count their votes. We have to actually duplicate every single one of those military ballots
How do you do it?
with the machines. We
So
got
they
a copy.
scan it and then they create a new one
No,
or something?
we got a copy of their, whoever's ballot it is. We got a copy of it. It's basically just on an 8x10 regular sheet of paper, and it's basically a Xerox copy of it, and it shows how they voted. And so
What do you have to vote for them based on the sheet? Oh boy.
Yeah. We put a ballot into the machine, bring up their correct precinct.
Just like if you were at early voting.
Yes.
I see.
And then it's two people of opposite party. One person is reading how the person voted, and the other person is making those selections. That way they can print out a ballot that way, so we can run it and tabulate it.
Okay, all right.
And they're doing almost 50 of them right now. And it's a slow,
What happens
tedious
when you
process.
don't have two opposite party people? You just have to hold
They can't
on?
work, yeah. They
It
can't
just
work.
stops?
They
Okay.
can't work together.
Oh,
It has to be two people of opposite party at all times.
okay. Huh.
And so it's just we don't have the manpower, and it's just a slow, time-consuming, tedious process.
So do you know what the rate at which the machines that you guys have, what they were designed to do per day? Because I know you're going way more than they probably expected. I heard somebody, I think it was somebody over in recorder's office, say that their expected usage was like 2,500 a day or something like that. Does that sound about right?
I'm not sure what they're...
Because I guess when you buy the machines, they say, well, how many do you expect to use
Yeah.
per day? And then you tell them, and then they design a system to fit that many ballots. And maybe what happens was that in 4 or 5 years ago, when these were designed, they weren't expecting 35,000 ballots to show up to be able to handle it. So
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're
Okay.
supposed
All right.
to...
Well, Marisol will be back in a little while, right?
She should be.
All
I
right.
know she had to take care of a few things,
Okay.
and then she'll be back up here.
All right. Well, I'm going to hang around and wait and hope she comes back, because if I can get that information, then
Yeah, she'll have the results of what's done now, how many we've processed and counted and stuff, and what is actually left to do.
okay. So if you could give her a heads up, what I'm looking for is how many total ballots came in on election night? How-
Mail-in ballots?
No, just
Drop-off?
total counted, mail-in or at the polls.
People who actually voted?
Yeah. So what was the total count of ballots, no matter where they came from, on election night, and then every day how many they processed up each day, and then a total.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I can get it on a sheet and I can take it with me. So
Yeah,
I know everyone's busy. So all right. Well, nice talking to you, Gabe.
All right, nice to meet you.
Yep, you too.
All right.
Have fun now.
You too.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, so there we get it. We got it from Gabe. gave me some really good information about the election process and stuff. And so I asked some relevant questions, I thought. No one was put on the spot. He was very welcoming. He didn't let me in. I'm not sure why, but he just came out. I guess maybe there's some secret stuff going on in there during the voting. But that's what I got now. So I'm going to wait for Marisol Renteria, who I imagine is one of the, well, somebody in leadership at Cochise County Elections, and he said that she might be able to give me the information I'm looking for, and if I can't get it from her today, I'll ask if someone can send it to me, because I'm curious. So thanks for sticking by. Maybe we'll have some more in a minute.